And hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Welcome to this day. It is another beautiful day out. I'll tell you about the weather in just a moment. On our show today, Tim Moy is here, and he is going to give a security update. One of the main things he's going to be talking about is proper and improper parking around the community, right? He's sitting over there ready to go. Also, from Florence Sylvester Senior Center, the ladies will be here, Shirley and Cheryl, tell you what's going on for the month of April that, well, begins this weekend, right, on Easter Sunday. And we have a couple guests on from the Recreation Department. We have Brian Gruner, who heads up that division, and then also Lisa Toomer, who is the equestrian supervisor. We're going to talk about the fun that's going on this Saturday over at the Equestrian Center, the Easter event, and then also the Village Games. And finally, Tony Barr will be here. Our good buddy will give us all the entertaining updates, not only here, but throughout Southern California. He always finds really great things that you can check out. Now, meetings today, there is only one. Thrive has their project task force in the Cypress Room at 9:30. Now let's get to the beautiful weather. Another couple days more of this just gorgeous weather we're having. A little bit of breeze out today, not too much, not like what we had yesterday. Slight offshore breeze, but that's really going to be about it. But as we go forward, you can see we've just got some gorgeous weather, mid to upper 70s, you know, just depending on Friday if we're going to have some morning clouds. If those clear out a little bit sooner than later, that temp that I have there, 78, might change by a degree or two. But other than that, absolutely beautiful. As we get to the weekend, we've got a little low pressure system coming in, so it'll be partly cloudy, but still very pleasant, as you can see. 75, 71 on Sunday. And then even looking forward into next week, we're going to stay right around what we have there on Sunday, anywhere from about 67 to maybe 70, partly cloudy skies. So just remaining with this beautiful weather, no rain in sight, at least going into next week. Let's take a look around the county, and just gorgeous. There you go. Head on down to Laguna Beach, and that's what it's going to look like today, believe me. Beaches are averaging about 70 degrees, just absolutely beautiful down there. This is the time to get down there, by the way. You know, and it's not too long from now that they start to get busy. It's only, what, a couple months from now, all the art festivals start. So the springtime, this is when you want to get down to Laguna Beach, because once that starts up, you go from parking for $3 to parking for $20, and all the restaurants are crowded. Yes, it's a lot of fun. The art festivals are wonderful, but this is the time, this week coming up especially, get on down to the beaches and enjoy it. Rest of the county, you can see, absolutely beautiful. Mid to upper 70s everywhere. Big Bear even 56 degrees. Nice and clear up there. And Palm Springs going up to 89 today. So enjoy the weather. It's just going to continue. Like I said, we'll get partly cloudy a bit over the weekend, but other than that, these nice mild temps are here to stay for at least probably another week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.
To enjoy all that 19 Restaurant and Lounge has to offer. From a delicious breakfast menu to our delectable lunch and dinner specials. At 19 Restaurant and Lounge, there is something for everyone. Relax with your friends and family and take in the beautiful view from our spacious patio. Or enjoy a cocktail and appetizer in our lounge. 19 Restaurant and Lounge is a great place to socialize, enjoy a meal, or simply take in the view. Join us 7 days a week and experience Laguna Woods' exclusive dining experience.
Along this journey, there are stories of hope and victory with BreastLink. And we have today Sandy.
Yes, I have had victory in this last year. It's been a hard journey, but an amazing one, because I was cared for by the best doctors at BreastLink. The doctors, the staff, everyone there, consummate professionals. They did everything that needed to be done so that I could do my job and just rest and get better. It's like they wrapped me in bubble wrap so I could do the hard work of getting better, but they took care of everything else.
Dr. Christine Chung with 7-Day Dental has served Laguna Woods for 17 years. Her office is close, her staff is the best, and she offers great discounts for Laguna Woods.
I have been a patient of Dr. Christine Chung at 7-Day Dental For 15 years, she and her staff are exceptional.
You may know me from Village Television. I would not go anywhere else for dental care than 7-Day Dental.
7-Day Dental, simply your best choice.
Maxi Comfort from Golden is the most comfortable lift recliner in the world. Its patented technology glides smoothly into a variety of positions not found on most recliners. Everyone loves the programmable auto drive control. You can lift and recline, watch TV or sleep, and enjoy the feeling of weightlessness in zero gravity. Made by American workers and backed by the industry's best warranties. Feel relaxed in a Maxi Comfort lift recliner. Contact your local Golden retailer today.
Hi, welcome back. The safety of our community is very important, and so we want to share with you some very important details that can help you out. I have Tim Moy, Chief of Security with us.
Right.
Welcome. Did I say it correctly?
You did. Good to see you.
All right, good to see you. Welcome. So a lot of vehicles in the wrong places.
Right now, especially, and one of our priorities is the contractor vehicles, and we appreciate the work they're doing, but unfortunately, they're just not allowed to park in certain places. They're not supposed to be in the cul-de-sacs. They're not supposed to be in our visitor spaces. They've got to park out on the roadway. I mean, we'll give them 10, 15 minutes to unload all their gear, but after that, they've got to get off the road. And we're asking our residents to be responsible, to educate them, because ultimately, we're also, we may go after them as well when it's a problem with a manor.
Now, generally with construction vehicles, and I know that we have some photos of where they're parking. Now, you said they have to park in the street, so what if it's really far away from where they're doing the work?
Right. Well, I mean, hopefully it's not that far away, but when we're dealing with parking issues, there's just limited spaces here, and if they're taking up the parking spaces for the entire day, then our guests, our residents can't take advantage of those. So when we try to work with them, and if it is a distance, they have their crews, they've got other teams. They come in, they dump their stuff off, they go park. Maybe one person takes a few of them back and forth. But that's just part of working in the community. Okay. There's really not much we can do about that.
Okay.
And it's really not that much of a haul. So when usually you can cut through some breezeways, what have you, and get out to a roadway pretty quick. You don't have to follow the cul-de-sac. You can get out to the road where you can park your truck. Okay,
so we have a photo here that we're looking at, and that's a lot of construction stuff. And he's just parked. Give me an idea of where this is. What kind of community is this?
Well, the one thing I like about it, you see a security vehicle right in front of it as well. So hopefully this person is going to be issued a citation, unless of course they are just unloading.
Right.
But if they're working out of that position right there, they are parked in a cul-de-sac. That is not allowed, and that will result in a citation. Okay, and so how far away from, let's say he's going into that building there, how far away would he have to park? Is there something just right around the corner? There should, it may be a few hundred yards to get out of the cul-de-sac on this one. No, so it's not that bad. So we're not asking them to walk a half a mile. Okay. So there are a few areas where it is a little bit longer, and that's just part of doing business in the village, in a private community. So what should the residents do upon speaking to their construction workers? Like, what should they say? Right. Well, first of all, I will tell you that when they obtain a permit in here, we give them the form. We give them the rules of this community, so they know, well, they should know if they're reading them, what they can and cannot do. But our residents should do the same thing. Our residents need to be educated on the rules, and it's just not the parking. It's the illegal dumping. It's working after hours. It's and then working on Sundays, what have you. It's just not allowed. Okay. Brad wanted me to mention this as well. We're also looking at those who are not obtaining the proper permits. If you're doing business, or if you're going to do some type of alteration that is over $500, you need to go down to Manor Alterations and obtain that permit as well. And so if you're not working with a permit on file and properly posted, we're going to be out actively enforcing those as well. Okay, so they need a permit of anything over $500? Any alterations over $500. And that's internal? I mean, if it was inside their place, they still have to get a permit? That is correct. Okay. Right. Okay. And so, the best thing to do is just go down to Manor Alterations. Most of these contractors know the rules. We've got a group of those who come in and go and do a large amount of business in here. They know it many times. I just think they may get a little lazy, what have you, and it is a little bit of an inconvenience, but we're just requiring them to take those extra steps.
Is it a time issue? Like, do you think they're going, oh, well, if I have to go through the process of getting a permit, it's going to take too long? Do you think they think that?
No, I think we've streamlined the system.
Okay.
We've got a new manager down there. We're trying to make it a one-stop shop. You come in, you obtain that permit, and make, obviously you have to have it with the city as well. And then, we try to outline and give you the direction. We answer the questions for you. All we're looking for is compliance, and part of that is, it was necessary to create a contractor. It's actually a construction contractor work pass policy.
Okay.
Because of all the violations.
Okay.
And so we're trying to make it very clear to them what is allowed, what is not allowed.
Okay.
And this conformance fee. We're going to collect $250 deposit from each contractor that comes in here so that they do conform to the rules. If they don't, we start subtracting that conformance fee. So maybe they don't get that $250 back. Maybe they only get $125 based on what they've done.
Right.
Whether it be the illegal parking, illegal dumping, working past the hours. So there's a lot going on with that, and we're just asking for our folks to know the rules and abide by it.
Right. Now, also the rules of one-way roads or stop signs or things like that is also important too, right?
Exactly. So we've got we've got the fire lanes, we've got the red curbs, we have guest parking on the sidewalks. We don't have raised sidewalks everywhere, so it's very easy if you're not paying attention to just pull up on that concrete, and now you're blocking a resident's pathway, especially if they're in a wheelchair, if they're in a walker.
Right.
You may be putting them at risk to have to go around your vehicle that's parked on the sidewalk.
Now we're not just talking about construction vehicles, now we're talking about residents and guests too,
Residents and guests, correct.
So we have a few photos where we've got some red, I mean obviously you're not supposed to be in the red.
Right, and it looks like that vehicle is parked somewhat on the curve, and so by parking there, you may be limiting the visibility of a vehicle coming around the corner or coming around the bend.
Right.
And there's a reason why we put those out there.
Okay, all right, and again, same kind of thing, right?
Right.
And then we have a security person, I think, right there looking, right?
So we do have another citation. Hey, we're not out trying to collect and fine everybody.
Right.
But this is a small city. We've got 12,736 manners here. And the sheriff doesn't enforce parking in a private community. They'll enforce misdemeanors. A hit and run,
traffic things like
a DUI.
Okay.
No, they don't.
Not even traffic.
They don't enforce speeding violations. So as a private community, we're on our own, and that's why we have traffic enforcement. That's why we have our own officers that are enforcing the stop signs, enforcing the speed violations.
Okay. And there was the one right before this, and then this one. There's two violations, right? They're in a red zone, and it's also the fire hydrant.
Right. We should tow that car.
Well, you probably will be soon, right?
Unfortunately, yeah. But no, and I would hope, many times they're stopping for 5-10 minutes, and rather than park in a visitor space or park out on the roadway, they just run in and they check on their parents or what have you. They're coming back out.
Right.
We get it. Do your best. Find a legal place to park.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, wait. Here's a few more. Now, some of these, like you said, were completely on the sidewalk. Now, is that just what do you think? I mean, you said maybe they're just being a little lazy, or
well, look at this.
I mean, I don't understand that either.
Right. That's terrible. But part of it is, well, you've got the red stripe, you've got the fire hydrant, and that is a walkway there. And maybe this person just didn't realize, thinking, well, if I pull all the way over, it's okay. But that's the sidewalk, and it's not really raised, so that's where it could be a little bit confusing.
Right. Well. Okay. All right. Well, my goodness, there's certainly a lot of, now this is not necessarily a car, but now what do we have here? We have a golf cart.
Right, so that is obviously an issue. And, it's hard enough to maintain the landscaping in some areas, but this makes it worse when we're parking our golf carts on the grass area.
Yeah.
And it looks like there may be a little clutter issues as well, so we'd want to get out there and take a look.
Yes, okay. All right, well, good. Well, we think we've covered the issue with your roadways and your traffic and your parking issues. So what else do you have for us?
Well, you know, just with the other safety issues, the whole See Something, Say Something initiative, and how important that is to our community. And, you know, we're kind of stealing from the Department of Homeland Security, and it was initially rolled out for more terrorist type activities if you see a suspicious package.
Right.
So we've taken it as well, and if in the village here, we want people to notify us of anything out of the ordinary, anything suspicious. You know, as a private community, people should not be riding around their bikes if they're in their early 30s or if they're just walking by themselves. We would like to know about it. And I know that there are times where residents have told me, they goes, well, I just wasn't sure, I didn't want to waste your time. No, actually, we want you to err on the side of caution. Give us a call, let us come out, and let us take a look and confirm this person is a guest or has a right to be in this community. We do want to keep our community safe.
Do most of the residents, I know they have decals of some sort, right?
We do.
What is it called?
Right.
RFID.
Oh, that's the RFID.
RFID.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So normally people would know if that particular person belonged in the community just based on that, right?
Well, if they're driving, they may, you know, if you're a resident here, or you'll have a GRF decal on your front windshield, lower left side, and you may have that RFID.
Okay.
But if you're a guest and you've been called in, you're not necessarily going to have a pass on your dash. You may be a permanent pass holder as well. So those folks are coming and going quite a bit. And you know, we get thousands of vehicles in here every day. Now, unfortunately, not everyone is law-abiding.
Right.
And so, you know, while they're coming in and maybe visiting someone on their way out, they may be looking at through a carport or what have you, or they see something, they like it, and then they grab it. So.
Right.
Yeah, it's just the nature of a large community. But I will tell you, and I continue to say, this is a very safe community as well. Crime is very low.
But you never know.
We're not immune to minor thefts and neighborhood problems.
Right. Well, it's kind of like a neighborhood watch, right? I mean,
it is.
Kind of be diligent around your area, or if, like you
Absolutely.
said, so see something, say something. Okay, good.
Exactly.
Good.
I want to add one more thing, though.
Yes.
I was talking to a resident the other day, and she said, yeah, not only see something, say something, but if you hear something, say something. Maybe you're hearing yelling, arguing, a lot loud noises. Maybe it's just a nuisance issues of somebody playing their TV too loud. But you know, on occasion there may be crying as well. And why would someone be crying? And so we'd like to go out and do a welfare check on them. And it's not for enforcement purposes, but if something were to be happening with an individual, we want to bring social services in as well. We want to provide some level of assistance to an individual.
No, just to make sure that they're doing okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Right.
All right, and then we've got one other thing you had, where hide it, lock it, or lose it.
Right, hide it, lock it, or lose it, and that's just another initiative to try to keep your property in your possession. And you know, when I first got here, I was amazed at how many people just leave everything out in the open. They leave their cars unlocked, but we just can't do that in today's society. So if you do have something and your vehicle doesn't lock or what have you, put it under that seat or throw it in the trunk. But the better thing to do is just lock up everything.
Or take it with you.
Or take it with you.
Right.
And that doesn't mean we have to be paranoid, but we just have to be diligent, knowing that things do occur. So do your best, lock it up. And I also recommend to our residents not to be storing expensive items in their carport cabinets. You know, you put some things in there, but that's easy access for people as well.
Well, and it's not, people aren't watching that area particularly because they're maybe above it or behind it, and they can't necessarily see in there. Okay.
Correct. And this, you know, this community shuts down in the evening. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, there is not much out on the roadway at all. So, which means those who are in for other purposes, maybe criminal intent, have kind of the freedom to kind of make their way around.
Right.
So we don't want to give them any extra opportunity.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, you've got a gate improvement project update for us?
We do. So things are going well. Gates 5 and 6. It was initially, you know, there was a learning curve for a lot of us. You know, that gate's coming down. You can't buzz through as quickly as maybe you would like. So you do have to slow down and make sure that RFID triggers the gate arm to open up.
Okay.
Moving forward, the GRF has released funding for gates 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then 7, 8, 9, and 14.
Oh, good.
And people are asking, when's that going to happen? You've been talking about it a lot, but
Patience.
Yeah, patience. But with the engineers, getting the planning, getting all the permits. I believe with Ernesto and Munoz and his construction team, they're looking at breaking ground August, September. Okay. So it's still on track. And then it's a matter of which gates we're going to do first, how we're going to ensure proper flow into the community. We want to make sure our first responders have access to all parts of the community. So we may start one gate on one side of the community, another on the other. And that just makes sense. We don't want to shut anything down or slow people from being able to make their way around.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I mean, you guys are making an awful lot of progress overall.
Right.
And so people are like, oh, good, they're really getting going on some things. So that's probably why they're going, hey, where's this?
Absolutely. And we're excited about those gates. And, with some of the things that have already occurred, we're able to track vehicle access. It's going to help with some of our illegal occupants that are coming and going. We have had some minor thefts involving those decals, those annual decals.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right, and you're going, why would somebody take someone's decal? Well, it's to put it on their own vehicle because they don't belong here in the first place.
Right.
So that would be what we would consider an illegal occupant, which goes back to that whole see something, say something. You think that you have some illegal occupants, some people who are not authorized to be here? Hey, you're paying for the amenities. Let's make sure everybody else is doing their fair part as well.
Right.
So give us a call on that. We encourage everyone to call us at security. Yep. That number 580-1400.
We've got that right on the screen. So
there we
hopefully,
go. Perfect.
If you have any security issues or emergency type things, they could call security, but of course 911 for emergencies first.
Absolutely.
But then security issues and any questions they might have too, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate the update.
Great. Good to see you.
All right. You too. And we'll be right back after this, so don't forget to see something, say something. We'll be right back.
Well done. Yeah, that went well.
Different is powerful, yet calming. Different is a friendly smile. Different is accepting, not judging.
Different is the unexplained, left to the imagination.
A day without plans, to walk, to explore, a coastal drive with no destination. Different is anything but predictable. Different can be good. At South County Lexus, you'll find different is amazing.
Great day today.
Oh, I respect it.
There's your meals, and we'll see you later.
Thank you very much for coming.
Bye-bye.
This is Age Well Senior Services. Won't you make it yours?
Tired of earning only 1%, 2%, or 3% on your investments? Are you ready for consistent and profitable cash flow? With over 30 years' experience, American Mortgage Fund offers high returns paid monthly. Traditional investments can be ambiguous and volatile. With American Mortgage Fund, your investments are backed by residential and commercial real estate. Take control and diversify your portfolio. Call today for your free investment book.
We love to show people that our sight loss won't hold us back. Thanks to free classes at Braille Institute, we're returning to the things we love. We're connecting with the world using today's technology. And we're learning to get back in the game. Thanks to Braille Institute, it's about what we can do, not what we can't.
Get information about free programs available from Braille Institute Anaheim, or learn about our new center in South Orange County by calling 1-800-BRAILLE or visit brailleinstitute.org.
Hi, welcome back. Well, we have the Senior Center folks here today, Shirley Witt, who's going to tell us all about some senior activities coming up and a program that we all know, Meals on Wheels.
Yes, we do.
Okay,
we
perfect.
Do. Oh, thank you very much for having me here today.
Welcome.
The Senior Center is an integral part of this community, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people who will walk into the senior center and say, you know, this is the first time I've been here. I've lived in the community for 10 years, and it's the first time I've been to the senior center. So when they do that, myself or one of the staff will take them around and show them what we have, and they'll say, I had no idea that you offer so many services. So that's what I want to talk about today, is some of the services we have here at the senior center. Our biggest program is our Meals on Wheels program.
Right.
And we serve close to 200 homebound seniors every day. We feed them every day 3 meals a day.
Wow.
And
that's a lot of food.
That's a lot of food. And we did a study with Saddleback Hospital, I'd say maybe 15 years ago. And most places, most cities that will have a Meals on Wheels program, they'll only offer 2 meals a day, the lunch meal and a dinner meal. Well, we found out, we did a survey, and we found out that by serving our homebound seniors a breakfast, the emergency room rate dropped.
No kidding.
And the reason being is because when we get up in the morning, we probably take several pills, you know, for whatever. And without having food in your system, you get dizzy, then you start with the falls, and you start with all sorts of things. Right. So we did like I said, we did a survey and did a little educational thing with the hospital many years ago. And Dr. Marilyn Diddy, who was our CEO at the time, she said, we are going to start serving breakfast with our Meals on Wheels program.
So what does your breakfast consist of?
Oh, it can consist of a cereal or an oatmeal, or sometimes we'll bring, you know, like waffles or pancakes or eggs or something like that. And that's usually a frozen meal because it's for the next day. So what happens, because you'll get your meals around 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you will eat the hot lunch there. We'll send you a salad or something for dinner, or something that you put in the microwave, and the breakfast the next morning, if it's cereal and a banana and some fruit and some bread or whatever, you can just pop it in the microwave. But the most important part is that you are eating in the morning. So it's really, really made a big difference.
Now, where does your food come from?
Our food comes from Langlois. They are a caterer out in Laguna Beach, Laguna Canyon Road. And our program is run by our dietitian, because we have rules and regulations by the government, you know, how much protein, how many carbs, how many everything. So it's a nutritious meal. So we work with Langlois as to working on, you know, the different vitamins and minerals and everything that we have to have in there. So they're very, very, very nutritious. But we couldn't run this program without our volunteers. So it takes a whole army to come to the center every single day, and we pack these meals, and I invite you to come in and watch us. You know, we pack over 600 meals in like 10-15 minutes.
Well, we were showing some pictures just now, and so we saw the process where, you know, the truck pulls up, they deliver the food, you're out in the looks like the parking lot, you're putting everything together, and then you load them up in these cases,
That's
right?
That's
and
right.
Are the cases they're sealed?
They're insulated bags, you know, so we have a bag for the hot meals and have one for the cold meals. So we know, and our managers set up routes so that you're driving maybe on the average of, as a volunteer, 5 to 8 or 9 people. But it's not all scattered. We make sure that everybody's in the general area.
So they can just kind of walk and deliver
So they can just walk and deliver in their close proximity. And the people get their meals anywhere between 10:30 and noon. So they can eat their hot meal then. They'll have something for dinner, and then they'll have that breakfast for the next morning. And then we start all over again.
And you do it every day, 7 days a week?
We do it 7 days a week. On Friday, they will get the weekend meals. A lot of people don't take the weekend meals because that's maybe when family comes and visits and maybe brings a meal or something. So it's but our goal is to make sure people are fed, and that's what we do. We are a charity, and we ask for a small donation for that food. But people donate to our program all the time, and that's what keeps us going. It's you know, we have to take into consideration that as we get older, sometimes we don't have families, sometimes we don't have somebody to care for us, and that's when AgeWell Senior Services steps in.
Okay, well, we'll share the number later as to how you can participate with Meals on Wheels, either as a volunteer or maybe you need the assistance.
Absolutely.
But we'll show that in just a bit. But tell me about some of the other programs.
Some of the other programs. We talked about Meals on Wheels. We have a congregate lunch program program, a lot of people don't know what that means. It means a lunch program at the senior center.
Okay.
And so we serve, from Langlois also, we serve a nutritious lunch with all, you know, the minerals and proteins and everything that is balanced for seniors. And at that program, it's not all about the food. It's about, I encourage people to get out of their home, get up in the morning, put your makeup on, put your shoes on, come on down to the senior center. The senior center is, if you're a social person, it's the greatest place in the world. If you're not, there's going to be somebody chit-chatting with you whether you like it or not. So it's all about sitting down at a table, having lunch with somebody. A lot of the times we have entertainment, but we have made vast friends, have met there at the senior center. A lot of people come every single day. It's better than sitting home and you know, watching television, and you learn a lot too. You meet some very, very interesting people, and it's getting you up and about and getting you out.
Exactly.
Socialization is huge as we get older.
Well, right, and there is so much going on in the community, and that's just another stop for them to on along the way.
This is the greatest place in the world to live. It is. I mean, if you are bored living in this community, something's wrong, because there are so many great things and activities. It really, and it's prolonging life.
Right.
It truly and truly is.
Right.
We have health education programs. Cheryl Whelan, our case manager, health and wellness director. We bring in professionals. We have great lectures. Coming up in April 10th, we're going to have What Is It About Your DNA? And it's about the new things that are going to happening in technology, that they're going to start looking at your DNA and medicine, and maybe you shouldn't be taking this kind of medicine, it doesn't match your DNA. So we've gotten to that point. So we are striving to bring in speakers like that. We have educational programs like Middle Eastern studies we have, and we have all sorts of the Saddleback Emeritus classes.
Right.
They are attended by so many people, and you know, education, you can't stop learning.
No, and we have them on too, and they talk about all their different things that they have.
They have phenomenal classes, phenomenal classes. We have brain exercise classes that we are really involved in, fall prevention classes as we get older. You know, our balance isn't as great, and why is that? A lot of people don't realize, you know, if the hearing goes out or you have some trouble hearing, that affects your balance, and people don't realize that.
Well, and sometimes I think folks just think, okay, I'm just going to live like I was living before and not make modifications. So hopefully those classes will help them.
Absolutely. And we have legal advice. We have vetted lawyers in the community who give their time, half-hour free legal advice. And I didn't realize that so many seniors utilize this program. They utilize this program, and our lawyers are wonderful, wonderful. They give advice, maybe, you know, explain to them how to write a letter or give them advice on some wills. So we have legal advice, we have financial advice, we have vetted some financial advisors to give people a little pathway on to go. So we have so many
things.
Different things.
That's great.
Anywhere I've taught my staff, anytime somebody walks through that door, we don't say no to them.
Right.
So we have trained ourselves to surround ourselves with people in the community that we can turn our senior over to. We have people coming in who say, I have trouble balancing my checkbook. Do you have somebody who can do that for me? Or I need a caregiver. I need a caregiving company. So we are a resource. So
all they need to do is to go in
and
talk to whoever's at the front to get all the information they need.
That's right. And they will guide someone to one of my staff members or myself, and we'll help you out. It's just not all about having lunch or different programs. We are a resource.
They need to use it as one of the many resources.
Absolutely.
Great. Well, thank you so much for the information today.
Welcome.
I appreciate it. I'm glad we could touch on the Meals on Wheels. And then, of course, if you guys are interested in participating with Meals on Wheels, or you want to volunteer, or maybe you just have questions, you can always call the Senior Center number at 949-380-0155.
Right. Absolutely.
All right, thank you. We'll be right back after this.
Now lately things been kind of crazy, 'cause I don't see you in my world at all. You pick me up when I got
Managing your own medication can be stressful. For decades, we have watched you stand in line at your local pharmacy and battle with insurance companies, all to be left with the difficult task of organizing, managing, and remembering to take your medication. AmeriPharma offers a new way of simplifying the lives of you and your loved ones.
In previous years, I didn't require any prescriptions, but now I have to take about 7 or 8 due to various conditions. It's a management problem. My nurse told me about AmeriPharma's Med Box. I switched over. Boy, am I glad I did. It's really easy to use and it's solved all my problems.
Get your medications delivered to your door. You'll receive your pre-sorted med box that easily allows you to tear and take the required medication regimen at the plainly printed date and time. AmeriPharma MedBox, the new standard in medication management.
We're catching breast cancer earlier now, and we're treating it more effectively and getting better results. So all those things made me want to get involved in breast cancer care. I've been doing this for 30 years. It's exciting. I see everyday improvements. We're getting better all the time, and I happen to work with one of the best teams in the world, BreastLink. I know how to bond with my patients, and I know they appreciate the fact that I listen to them. I try to work with them and help them find the best solution.
At El Toro Pharmacy, your health needs and your quality of life is our top priority. We can be trusted with all your prescription needs, delivered free to your doorstep. Call us to have your prescription transferred. We will take care of everything. No hassle to you. We are a full-service pharmacy carrying all your over-the-counter medicines at competitive prices. And we offer complete diabetic care and your immunization requirements too. Under new management, come visit us in Moulton Plaza. El Toro Pharmacy will never be undersold, and we offer the finest after-sales services.
Welcome back. With me right now is a couple folks with your recreation department. We have Brian Gruner. He, of course, oversees the Recreation and Special Events Division. And we have Lisa Toomer, and she is the equestrian supervisor. And today, we got a couple events we're going to talk about. But the first one, because it comes up on Saturday, is the Easter event, which has grown over the years and is really popular with the families and the grandkids and all kinds of fun, right?
Yes, yes. And this year it's going to be even bigger and better. We're going to have the whole party pretty much in the parking lot except for the horse parade, starting around 10 o'clock in the morning, which it used to be at 9, so we want to make sure that everyone knows that they've got an extra hour to get ready for the event. And we'll still have the pony rides there. We'll have a big slide, some crafts for the kids, the Easter Bunny, and a special surprise guest that they can see the day of.
Okay.
We wanted to highlight one big change for this year, and that is that the parking will be all off-site.
Right.
So we've been getting a lot of calls, people wondering where the maintenance lot is located. So we wanted to make sure that people know where to find that lot.
Right.
So one way you can find it is by taking Moulton Parkway to Via Campo Verde, which is the corner where the Saddleback Golf Car Company is.
Yes.
And also Laguna Health and Wellness Center on the other corner. So if you turn on Via Campo Verde, you'll have the Garden Center number 2 on your right. And just beyond that, on your left, is the employee parking lot or the maintenance parking lot.
Right, and that's the light, by the way, if you were to go the other way, you'd be into the Willow Tree Center, where the Aldi is in that area. So just so you know, you go the opposite way.
Yes.
You can see it curves around here, and there you go. That's where you're going to park, and there looks to be plenty of spaces there, easily.
Yes.
And then from there, they'll be shuttled down.
Correct.
Right?
The shuttle will start around 9:30, and we'll
Okay.
keep running continuously throughout the event to make sure people get to and from the event easily.
Okay, now some of the things you're going to have there as far as food, you're going to bring in some food trucks?
Yes, we have one food truck coming, Dahlia Eatery food truck. So this is also new. The event is free. The only thing that would cost is if you want to buy food from the food truck, and they've got some really yummy brunch and lunch options, as well as some beverages.
Yeah, I saw that. They have, in fact, I think, I don't know if I have it right here, but I think I saw the menu. Do I have it here?
Yeah,
no, I don't.
right there you go.
Oh, I do. There it is, right in front of me.
Yeah,
yeah, so for, they've got all kinds of things. They got the usual breakfast things, all kinds of drinks, and actually, when you look at their lunch options, they run from about $8 to $11. Actually, they have grilled cheese for the kids, well, for the adults. Too. Brian likes grilled cheese.
Who doesn't like a grilled cheese?
Yes, and they use Tillamook cheddar. That's what it says. Which
yes.
But there's all kinds of options here, so that's really nice.
Yeah.
And the will they be Easter egg hunts?
Yes,
and
we
all
will
that?
have our Easter egg hunt. So first the horse parade, followed by the Easter egg hunt that will start somewhere around 10:30. So you want to make sure not to miss that for sure, because that's one of the things that the kids really look forward to.
Yeah, a lot of fun. And again, it's from 10
to 1.
And we want to emphasize it is Saturday. It's not on Easter.
Correct.
So keep that in mind. And just to let you know, the actual Easter brunch sold out like a couple weeks ago. So I want you, we're talking about the family event at the Equestrian Center. Going to be a lot of fun. Make sure the kids bring baskets or bags to collect eggs, because they won't be provided, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just get them some little, like, we have like, I don't know how many Easter baskets from years ago that are stacked up
We have a few
somewhere.
sitting around, and we always have a few
Easter
just
eggs.
in case.
We still got plastic Easter eggs. I still find them out in the yard. All right, so that is going to be this Saturday, but coming up as well are one of the big events that's it seems like it just happened last fall.
That's because it did.
That's because it did. But it's going back to its regular slot, and then of course we're talking about the Village Games, right, Brian?
The Village Games are back, yeah. So today, actually at 12 noon is when registration closes. And so if you haven't signed up, come on down. There's plenty of openings still available. So yeah, but today at 12 noon, registration closes. And then the actual opening ceremony is going to be on April 8th at Clubhouse 2.
Okay.
And all the participants are welcome to attend with their family. We'll have food, we'll have some entertainment there, music, and it just really created a nice atmosphere to kick off the events.
And there's 24 events this year.
24, yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot. And there's a couple new ones this year. A 5K run, right?
Well, 5K is the newest one.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're incorporating this year. And then at the end of the 5K run, we're actually going to be having a registration to form a running club. So that's something that we don't have here in the village. So,
seriously, there's not a running club?
There's
I'm
not
actually
a running
shocked.
Club. I know.
Because
you
we
would
have
think all
walking
our
clubs,
are
hiking
covered, right?
clubs. I really thought there was a running club.
No.
That is great.
No.
What is the course for the 5K? Is it all through
the course
village?
is actually going to start, no, it's actually going to be over at Clubhouse 1 is where the start is going to be, and then we're going to kind of loop through that whole community, or that neighborhood over there, and then the finish line is going to be over at the Performing Arts Center.
Okay.
And that's where we'll have some refreshments, a tent, and then the
Very
registration
nice.
if people want to continue and you know, be a part of the running club. So
that is great. I'm really surprised there's not a running club. Now, the closing ceremonies will be April 30th, so this runs almost 3 weeks.
It's about a 3-week event, yeah. So, and it takes a lot of, you know, collaboration with the different clubs, you know, because we don't have the staffing to run each single event. So it's actually great that all the clubs are participating and kind of running their own events, so to speak, with the help of the Recreation Department, of course.
Okay, there's two I have to ask about.
Yes.
Okay, target shooting.
Target shooting.
Yes.
It's an air rifle, and they go down to a target shooting range, so it's off-site.
Okay.
It's not on-site.
Where does this take place?
Yeah, no, they go either down to Laguna Gel, there's on target.
Wow.
Or they go up to Fountain Valley, there's a couple of shooting ranges up there. And yeah, so that's...
And there's enough people here that do target shooting?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we're not talking a huge number of people, but there's still,
There's not a running club, but there's target shooting.
There's target shooting club.
Now, what's this other one? I'm going to try to pronounce this. Petangay?
Patay?
Yeah,
I'm struggling with that too. No, it is real similar to...
Patangay.
Yeah, it's... I believe it's real similar to like bocce kind of ball, you know, like a bocce game.
Oh, I never heard of that one. But anyway, there are 24 events, of course. Horseshoes over at the Equestrian Center, right? And you do have an actual equestrian event, a horse.
Yeah, on horses. Yeah, for the people who are in the riding program who like to participate.
Yeah, that'll be fun too.
Yeah.
So it's amazing amount. So registration ends today.
Ends today at 12 noon.
Okay.
So yeah, if you haven't signed up, you know, please come on down and do register today.
All right. So that's if the cost is How much to register?
$15.
But that includes as many as you want?
No,
or
that
is it per
includes 4
event?
events.
Okay,
so
4 events.
you can register up to
Okay.
4 events, and it's $15 per person.
All right.
And your shirt, right?
Yeah, and then
you
and
get a
you
shirt.
do get a shirt with that.
What
yeah.
color is the shirt this year? Is that a surprise?
That is a surprise.
Okay.
Last year was red.
Yeah, that's right. Every
So-
year it changes. All right. Very good. Brian and Lisa, thank you for coming on today.
Thank
we
you,
really
Ken.
appreciate
you.
it. And it's always good to get you going on what's going on in recreation. There's a lot coming up. In fact, I've got a list, but there's so much stuff coming up in May and all. We'll tell you about that. We'll get Brian and other folks on in maybe another couple weeks or so.
Yep.
And keep you updated on all this. So have fun at the Easter event.
Thank you.
All right? Take
Thank
care.
you, Ken.
Thank you for coming
Okay,
on. We
thank
appreciate
you.
it. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Eric with Leak Busters, your plumber friend in Laguna Woods for over 20 years. To date, we have worked on over 2,000 homes inside Laguna Woods. We have a couple questions for you. If your faucet or water heater springs a leak, who are you going to call? If your drain is clogged or experience a flood, who are you going to call? Please call us, Leak Busters. Who are you going to call?
Leak Busters.
Who you gonna call? Call Leak Busters Plumbing and Restoration, 800-714-9960. Who you gonna call?
South County Adult Day Services, an adult day center unlike any other. We've moved into a brand new building in Laguna Woods with over 11,000 square feet of open space for you and your loved ones to socialize with friends, engage in physical activities, get the expert care you need, and participate in fun hobbies. South County Adult Day Services. Come visit us at our new location between El Toro and Moulton Parkway, next to Laguna Woods City Hall.
Christine and Jack for the Jewelry Box.
Hey Christine, after being voted best jewelry store in Orange County every year since 2011, don't you find it kind of odd that there are still folks that don't know about the previously enjoyed jewelry we sell?
Yep, it's a shame, Jack. You know, we buy from our customers at great prices. Our master jewelers refurbish the best of the best, and we sell at prices way below other jewelers.
So that's the reason we're still #1.
It's one of many, Einstein.
The Jewelry Box. It's about trust.
Pacific Cremation Society offers the same cremation services as traditional funeral homes at a fraction of the cost. When your choice is cremation, choose Pacific. All of your arrangements, whether at the time of need or in advance, can be made simply and easily. You can choose to meet with our cremation specialist, or you can make arrangements online. Become a Pacific Cremation Society member and receive reduced prices. Call or visit us online.
Well, Tony Barr, the entertaining man with the entertaining plan, is here. He's always got a plethora of shows and entertainment and events and all kinds of stuff, right?
Yes, a plethora actually is the way it's pronounced.
Is it? You're telling me how to pronounce. We'll have to tell Bob Bauman that he's the best one at pronouncing.
Yes,
I'm not.
he'll correct both of us.
Yes,
I'm
he
sure.
will. Yes.
Okay, this plethora of events. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Entertainment Update for this day, Wednesday, March 28th. Let's start off with some celebrity birthdays this month. Celebrity birthdays, some of them belong to Sharon Stone, who is 60. Barbara Feldon, remember her? Agent 86. She's 85. And Liza Minnelli, 72. Neil Sedaka, 79. Rob Reiner is 71. And of course, our old friend Ken Goldenberg had a birthday, and we'll just keep that a secret on his age. All right? Oh, she was Agent 99, right.
That's right.
I stand corrected again. That's
right.
2 corrections already. We just started. So happy birthday to Ken Goldenberg and to everybody else. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. Okay, well, you all remember the the Addams Family. What else? The Addams Family is coming to the Plummer Auditorium in Fullerton. And it's put on by the La Habra Theater Guild folks, the Addams Family. It's April 6th to April 15th. And the Addams Family features an original story, and it's every father's nightmare. Wednesday Addams, the ultimate princess of darkness, has grown up and fallen in love with a sweet, smart young man from a respectable family. a man her parents have never met. Well, everything will change for the whole family on the fateful night they host a dinner for Wednesday's normal boyfriend and his parents. That sounds like a lot of fun and exciting play. It's called The Addams Family. Again, that's April 6th to the 15th up at Plummer Auditorium in Fullerton. You can dial 714-626-3890 for more information on that. A little closer to home at the Segerstrom Center for the Arts at Segerstrom Hall in Costa Mesa, we have a sequel to The Phantom of the Opera. This is Andrew Lloyd Webber's Love Never Dies. The Phantom Returns. Now, the ultimate love story continues in Love Never Dies, Andrew Lloyd Webber's spellbinding sequel to The Phantom of the Opera. See this epic sequel to one of the most spectacular musicals ever to grace Broadway, as Love Never Dies brings its thrilling roller coaster ride of intrigue, obsession, and romance to Segerstrom Center of the Arts in Costa Mesa. That's going to be April 24th through May 5th. April 24th through May 5th at the Segerstrom. Love Never Dies. It's a sequel to Phantom of the Opera, and that sounds like it's good fun. Now, if you're out and about down the Hollywood Bowlway, we have, make sure you're in the LA area when these two musical powerhouses get together, and we're talking about Rod Stewart and Cyndi Lauper. They have a concert coming up together. They hit the stage at the Hollywood Bowl. With his signature voice, narrative songwriting, and passionate live performances, Rod Stewart has built one of the most successful and enduring musical careers of all time. In a career spanning more than 50 years, he has amassed sales of more than 200 million albums worldwide and has countless chart-topping hits and industry accolades, including 2 inductions into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, Cyndi Lauper is basically a household name who has an expansive career of over 30 years and a global record sales of more than 50 million albums. And she is a 2015 inductee in the Songwriters Hall of Fame. Her repertoire covers everything from electronic dance music to country classics. So if you're in the mood to take a drive up to the Hollywood Bowl, catch Rod Stewart, always a great act, and Cyndi Lauper, a great act also, together at the Hollywood Bowl. That's June 25th and June 26th. At 7:30 p.m. Back at home, we've been waiting for this one on April 28th. It's Sinatra is coming, a tribute to Frank Sinatra. Sinatra Plus, it's called, starring Matt Mauser and the 13-piece Pete Jacobs Big Band. Enjoy a fabulous trip down memory lane and some of Frank Sinatra's most popular songs and much, much more. Matt also sings pop and rock hits from the 70s all the way up to today. So savor in a show that combines the mellow music of Frank Sinatra along with a generous serving of rock. And that is Saturday, April 28th at 7:30 in the evening. And you'll catch that. Ticket prices, by the way, for that range from $19, $25 to $28. But catch Sinatra Plus. It's a great show with the 13-piece band. You're going to love it. Let me remind you about Easter at the Equestrian Center. This is Saturday, March 31st, 10 o'clock in the morning to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is free for the whole village, and the grandkids are included. Easter at the Equestrian Center. You have the Easter Bunny, pony rides, crafts, big slide, Easter egg hunt, and a food truck to boot. Now, parking will be available up on the maintenance lot up there, and they'll be running a shuttle bus back and forth, so you can park up there and get shuttled down to the Equestrian Center. If they ask that there's no parking at the animal hospital across the street, that's a no-no. So if you have any information that you have to ask about the Equestrian Center's Easter, 597-4275, 597-4275 is the number to call. Timeless Melodies this month is a great, great subject. We're talking about Gene Kelly Part 2. And this is at the Clubhouse 1 Main Lounge on Wednesday, April 4th at 1:30. Gene Kelly Part 2 is a comprehensive look at Gene Kelly and how his tenacity, talent, ambition, and acrobatic style brought him to Hollywood's attention. You know, Gene Kelly was just a fabulous dancer, and we all remember how wonderful his films were. This is a great insight on Gene Kelly. It's, again, April 4th at 1:30. Tickets are $6 and may be purchased at the Clubhouse 1 box office only. For more information, 597-4281, 597-4281. Next month at the Comedy Club, we have Don McMillan is going to be Joey Sims' guest, and he's been the Star Search stand-up comedy grand champion for a year. He's been on The Tonight Show, HBO, Comedy Central. He's been around. He's a very, very funny guy, and you got to get to the Comedy Club early. It's 6 o'clock, the doors open, show starts at 7, and they do sell out. So get there early, grab your seats, and enjoy a great, great, funny show along with Joey Sims.
All right.
And that should just about wrap us up. So
Yes.
go out and have fun and stay happy, healthy, and create a smile for yourself and somebody else.
Hey, I want to tell you very quickly
What's
that
up?
a lot of people don't know this. Rod Stewart, I have a photo here of this, is a huge model railroad fan. He's got one of the largest private model railroads in the world, believe it or
Wow,
not.
I didn't
Anyway.
know that.
Yes, there we go. All right, thank you for coming on.
Okay.
We'll be back in just a moment. I can't imagine Rod Stewart and Cyndi Lauper meshing in.
Yeah, it's going to...
Bradford, and I am the pastor of Saddleback Church of Laguna Woods. I would like to invite you to join your friends and neighbors right here in Clubhouse 5 every Sunday as we worship, as we enjoy a free breakfast, and as we learn from our pastor, Rick Warren, the author of the best-selling book, The Purpose-Driven Life. Please be assured that you will be warmly welcomed at either our 9 or 11 a.m. service. I look forward to meeting you personally.
It's important for you to get your financial house in order. And so it breaks my heart sometimes when I see widows that come in with $100,000, $200,000 to their name, and yet their broker has lost $200,000 or $300,000 in the market when they shouldn't even have been in the market. The most satisfying part that I find in working with retirees is when they come in on their annual reviews and the market has had a bad turn, and we know that we can sit down and look at them and say, you haven't lost any money.
Well, we've got a wonderful weather for you coming over the next few days, especially for this Easter weekend coming up. You can certainly enjoy yourself at the Equestrian Center because we're going to have some great mild weather. Now, the next few days, we're going to be in the mid to upper 70s, and as we get to the weekend, there will be some partly cloudy skies, but still, we're going to be mild. We're going to be in the low 70s, so great weather coming your way over the next few days and even into next week. So sunny today, tomorrow, Friday, maybe a little morning clouds, and then Saturday, Sunday, and into next week, partly cloudy, but still not bad at all. It's going to be mostly sunny out. So beautiful weather throughout Orange County. I told you, get down to the beaches right now. Great time. All right, we will see you tomorrow. We're going to get a report from one of your VMS directors, also Globe headlines, and Leslie Gabola of Adapt to It. See you then. Bye-bye.